Towards the corner, into second base, standing with a leadoff.
Well, that's
center. That's going to fall for a base hit. Here comes the come playward. It is cut off. Throw to second. Big level. 2-1 pitch jammed, and it is popped up. Back foul and out of play below us. Strike 3 call, and Soto flipped the Manny Machado. Spinning around and throwing to second base. The ball headed towards the corner. Tatis will score. Second base with an RBI double, and the Padres out. Ground back comes Herrera. And he won a 2 pitch coming up. And a swing and a miss. Elevates, and Bogart strikes out. And it is Marte. Round from Soto, and the Padres take it. RBI. And off the glove. Peterson at third base. And Sanchez got Cooper. And a swing and a miss. Cooper strikes out to end the inning. Side the bag at first, down the line to the corner, at third base.
Marte. If you give up the run, you give up the run.
Down the first base line. Cooper will knock it down. Run will. So Marte at first, and now Tommy Pham sends a bounding ball, touching second, firing to first. Strike on the outside edge. Swing and a miss for Walker. And came off. Opposite field and right at Fernando, who will make the catch in right.
The fastball. Chances are you're going to have success. When you don't.
By Kim and Tatis. Padres sent 8 batters to the plate in the first, and they scored. The 5 hits in the first inning is season high for the first inning. 2-2 again. And Grisham lines it to center. Thomas is there. And 2-0 pitch. Just a little bit high. 3-0.
Good.
In there for strike 3-1. That's ball 4. There is the first walk given up. And we got another violation, I believe. In their first strike 2, even the count now at 1-1. Fouls it off to the right and finds him
the right side as well.
On the ground, softly hit by the mound. Perdomo's got one play. They better hurry. Batting here with Kim at second base and a ground ball right side. Tough hop, but Marte makes the play and throws.
I lived it. I was in high school and followed that.
Nice play by Lugo as he flipped.
Joey Bats, 1,100 hits. Bob, how about you? Memories? I know you grew up in the L.A. area, so Fernando Mania was
Fernando, but he was an incredible athlete. He had a couple of Silver Slugger awards as well. He also had the Gold Glove, so it was in his eyes. And the level that you rarely see in big league players, and that was really one of the big moments that stood out to have, and really seemed to be the thing that opened the door to a lot of the fun that we see.
That's the beauty of being in that fraternity, man. There are guys that you become best friends. That time in between, it's like it's insanely just hyperspace to here. It's like you haven't skipped a beat.
You don't see him again.
Well, I say that all the time to people. I said, you know what? I quit.
My daughter said, "Daddy, I want you to stay home now." Like, okay, that's it.
It's done.
Yeah.
No, I went away. On the right field line, it was close.
Somebody you didn't make the farewell
at the end of the year. But he was a good player.
Really, that hit put him at career 300 hitter. I think they pinch ran for him.
Oh,
I know they're
swing and a miss, and Lugo gets out of a jam there.
And we've said this before, and it's worth mentioning again. This is
plenty of times.
Yep.
I was sick of it. It's when it's fouled off.
But it's a good quality item.
It is way too big, but I'm okay with it because the hairline is very. You have a very large coconut.
7 5/8 to be exact.
2 pitch. And Manny will strike out. He chases a sweeper. Bogarts. Heel. Base hit for Xander. Struck out in the first inning. Not this. Drive in a run.
You know, I know we were on the topic of retiring. Started to disrobe on the mound. Jersey.
From Tomooka.
Right.
AAA Pawtucket. And at the end of that game, he will tap it foul. 2-2. I think he went. Yes, he did. He knew it and takes with it. Sanchez.
Maybe got a homer in his future off the right-hander fought.
Sanchez fouling that one off. It got the catcher. Third, and Jace Peterson will throw it across the diamond and plenty.
Single swing and miss on that curveball in his last outing. Very unusual, but it's back to days.
Outs. He was able to strike out back-to-back hitters last inning with 2 on. Kind of
Curveball, not casting it.
fly ball to right field, struck pretty well. Fernando's back with room to make the Ketel Marte with 1 away. An eye on him too, which was one thing that he had also pointed out.
Certain teams actually grabbing coaches or players simply because they're so good at picking off signs. And
3-1 pitch on the ground, right side, right at Cronenworth. And that's
obviously asked for a curveball to be shown and maybe miss with a fastball in around. A lot of technology in it, but it worked.
Always someone trying to beat the system.
calls, and quite frankly, I've stolen a lot of other people's calls too. I mean, that goes both ways. I mean, from him. So I always try to credit him because I just like so much of his stuff.
Those guys would talk smack together with all the baseball vernacular, and then it's just
one of my favorites is Educated Cheese.
Yeah, center field. Tommy Pham continuing to get it done against his old team.
One more Eckism. That Dauber popping off.
I have heard that one before. One pitch is pop, and Machado coming in to make the catch. As Grisham with a swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt for strike 3.